Hey, what's up, my fearless network marketing friends? Todd Falcone here. Welcome back to toddfalcone.com. And yeah, crappy day, right? I mean, those aren't fun. You got a prospect that chews you out and is a total jerk, or it's a friend that just totally hammers you because you're doing something and it makes you feel small and it makes you feel terrible, or your best friend, who knows what it could have nothing to do with business. And you're just having a crappy day, but now you got to go get into the office and go get after it. But yet your attitude, your mindset, your consciousness is just not in a good state. And I get it. I mean, look, I've been in this business of entrepreneurship for a long time, and not every day is a glorious, beautiful day, in spite of what some people might, try to, being an entrepreneur is so easy and awesome and it's beautiful all the time. And it's not. I mean, it's hard. It's hard work, and there are days that are just tough. I mean, even 26 years into it, there are times where I'm like, oh my God, this is nuts. So I get it. And here's the thing, you have to be able to get through a crappy day. So a crappy day doesn't turn into a crappy 2 days and then a crappy month, and then you're all crapped out. So here's what I do, okay? Because I have them, and fortunately they're not frequent, they're not regular, but I definitely have bad days, and where I just don't, you don't want to talk to me, you don't want to interact with me on one of those when I'm in that state. Unfortunately, my assistant has to deal with me on some of those days, and I can tell you right now, she'd say that it ain't fun. I mean, I'm human. I got some bad stuff that happens sometimes, or handling stuff, and I'm not maybe the best at it all the time. So here's what I do. This is what I do to get through a crappy day, to change my state, because it really is about a state change, about changing. And Tony Robbins does such a great job at teaching how to create a state change. And it's really involving, and I wasn't planning on doing this, but if you've never seen Tony speak, he actually does some things where you can totally change your physiological, your feeling, in fact, I was at an event one time and I was feeling sick to my stomach and I was feeling awful. I was kind of sweaty and not feeling so good, and I was going to leave the event because I was going to go lay in bed because I just didn't feel good. And then Tony comes in and he does this crazy state change exercise, which is where you totally change your physiology, where if you're sitting there in the seminar and you're watching, you get up and you're screaming and you're jumping and you're moving and you're like literally changing your entire physiology. You're like going from totally still and sitting to jumping up and down, clapping, running, sprinting, whatever it is. I mean, and that massive change in your physiology can sometimes be enough to create that change in you. And in fact, that's exactly what happened. I went from I feel like I got to go to bed and take a nap to, oh my gosh, this is awesome. And I totally changed the way I felt by doing this massive change in my physiology, by bouncing around and moving around and jumping up and down and all of that. Some other things that have helped me to change my state is getting out of that. Like, I'm in my office right now, so it's like leaving here. If I'm having a really bad day, sometimes I'll just go to a matinee and I'll just let my brain tune out and I'll go watch some cool movie. And movies do a great job of just taking you out of where you are and putting you into this totally different new environment. And a lot of times that can be enough. Maybe I'll leave the office for 2 or 3 hours and just go watch a movie and forget about what was going on or what was happening in the office that caused me to be in that state. Another thing that I'll do, and I think we all have things that we love to do. Like, I love to ski, I love to play golf, I love to go fishing. Those are like 3 things that and I love to surf. Those are 4 things that I really love to do. And if I'm doing any of those activities at any time, it's hard for me. In fact, it's virtually impossible for me to be in a crappy state when I'm doing those things that I love most. So what is it that you love the most? If there's something that you really dig doing, that you really enjoy doing, that makes you super duper happy every time that you're doing it, then go do that. The key thing is not leave, like don't leave for like a month. I mean, the longest I ever had to leave to actually do a state change was about 5 days. I just couldn't, I was so overwhelmed with the stack of things that I'd given myself, by the way, on my desk, all these projects, all these to-dos, all these things, that I literally couldn't even get anything going. So I called the airline and flew to Hawaii the next day, and I literally went to Hawaii for 5 days, totally shut off, and it enabled me to change my state enough to come back, that when I came back to that giant pile of stuff that was still there, I was able to go attack it and get through it. So if you're having a crappy day, and you will have crappy days, I mean, I hope they're not frequent, I hope they're not often, but if and when you do, go do something fun, get out of the office, allow yourself the ability to have that state change. Staying in the poison, staying in that environment, trying to push yourself, force yourself through, isn't fun. I've tried to do it, and it gets worse. At least for me, it does. So what I do is I change my environment, I do something different, I get out and I do something fun, something that's enjoyable, something that puts a smile on my face, and it really helps to create that attitude change that I need to have in order to get back at my business. So I hope this helps, and I hope you don't have too many crappy days, but when you do, now you got something that you can do with it. Go do something fun. I hope you're having fun today, and we'll see you on another video. Thanks for watching.